I'm not gonna lie. I didn't get to make the meeting today, but there's a couple of people on Zoom. They mentioned how it's gonna be a deep freeze. You know what I'm saying? Deep freeze partners. Bow! We got shot. We got shot. Like, no, but they mentioned how it's gonna be a deep freeze tonight. But I wanna say it was all good. I think they dissembled the video. I was gonna go on there. I did want to answer too. Let me mention that what I was gonna possibly say. Now, I was slightly given a chance, but I wanted to really, you know what I'm saying, see if I was really given a chance. But I was gonna state this, right? I was gonna say, well, because they mentioned how Eve was, her eyes, the sight, as the brother James the Third mentioned, his son Junior. He mentioned how the sight is gateway to the heart, and what happened is Eve staring at the tree of knowledge of good and bad allowed her to desire the tree. You see, because she was focused on the tree, and possibly that was her downfall, right? Because as we all know, she wound up eating it, the fruit, whatever you want to consider it. I don't want to say it like that, but from the Bible detail. And then it mentioned how she wound up, you know what I mean, giving it to, Adam, and he wound up eating it there, and so forth and so forth. So I was going to say how this helped me understand, because, at the end of every midweek study, they ask you, what is it you learned? So I was going to mention that this helped me understand the scripture that mentions cut off whatever that's causing you to stumble. Remember the scripture that says cut off whatever that's caused you to stumble, your eye or your arm or whatnot. But the point is this: of course, they don't mean that expression or term literally. The term is, of course, metaphorically. So I was gonna say, so with that being said, if Eve would have cut off her sight or her eyes or her sight of looking at this tree that she desired, right? Which is the tree of knowledge of good and bad, then possibly we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now, right? That wouldn't cause to the stumble. So that's what I was gonna basically say. Um, if I don't want to say I wasn't given a chance, you know what I mean? But yeah. So stay tuned. It's your bro Yatta. Remember, the 14th is my last day, which is literally next Tuesday. Um, you know, Tuesday, the next meeting, the next midweek meeting is basically my last day. But hold on, let me